Okay, um, so I'm doing this recording. I don't really know if I'll ever post it, but I mean, if I do post it, you'll know, obviously. Uh, so this is basically where Pali left off in Doki Doki Literature Club. This is like a solo thing. I've never actually done a solo thing before. This is really weird. Um, but basically, I'm feeling really down today. So my logic is, I mean, the cat's out of the bag. Everyone already knows the true nature of this game. Uh, basically, my philosophy is, if I know the game is like kind of like on the horror scale and sad scale, like, top out, why would I don't really want to, I wouldn't play it in a happy mood or a bored neutral mood because that would make it worse. But if I'm already down, might as well, like, this is like the time to play it, I figure. Anyway, so I'm putting my hand at this. Why not? It's mostly because I feel kind of bad that, like, when everyone really likes this game and I'm the only one, like, ragging on it, especially if I actually haven't, like, if I mean, I know like a majority of it, but I know like the major parts that everyone talks about, like, the twists and stuff, but it's still not fair of me to like rag on this game if I haven't like played it, like, to like a good percentage of the game. Like if I haven't played like 80% of it, then it's not really fair. Um Even when I have like experience with dating sims and stuff, especially like with the meta scale, it was honestly kind of odd to me because I actually did kind of like the meta twist, but when I found out that this game had it, I was actually really upset. Like, kind of mad. I'm not really sure what made me mad about it, to be honest. Uh, it could be because it was like the twist was clear spoiled for me. Like before people were saying what the twist was, I kind of had an idea because the way people reacted, it had to be a twist of like a fourth level meta level like type of nature. Like that's kind of what I felt about it. Um so I'm not really sure if it's cuz like I was starting to think it was overdone or maybe just cuz it was spoiled for me I didn't get to experience for myself. I don't know, maybe I just had a snap judgment and this would be the time to find out. So, yeah, we're just going to jump into the terrible part, aren't we? Yep, here we go. I honestly kind of want to look into like the source files cuz I heard they change. It's kind of funny when games do that. Rip. Okay. It's actually odd. I got like a lot of Sayori CGs, and I was actually very surprised about that. Oh yeah, isn't the window gonna close or something? Actually, no, it doesn't. That's right. Okay. So I kind of want to talk about other dating sims that do this sort of thing. But I'm kind of scared to do it because I don't want to spoil them because they're actually really good. So I mean, like in I don't want to say virtual fiction, but like I've been really interested in exploring video games as like their own literary genre because books and stuff can't really do twists of this nature. And I honestly think that being able to like captivate your audience like this should be its own literary like genre. Like it honestly deserves to be its own art form. That's why I believe the video game should be art. Like, people think of art as in like paintings in a museum. But I mean, movies are art. Like great works of literature get passed down through the ages, and I honestly think that video games have the potential to be something like that as well. And I mean, you could see like how this captivated people so much that I think that that's the case here as well. Oh, it's pretty interesting that like she got covered completely by bits of everyone else, but most of it's Monica, so that's exciting. Oh darn, I was hoping that would work. That would have changed. Yeah, it's already like distorting the music too. It's exciting. That's scary. I guess it kind of taps into like that innate fear when you expect something and then just a tiny little thing is out of place. Not the level of uncanny valley, but like it's a natural human innate thing. Like you react to that. Maybe the reason why I didn't really like the meta twist is because I I like it when it's not done on a horror scale. I mean, I often compare this game to a game called Kimi no Kanajo no Kanajo no Koi. Actually, I kind of sad that like I compared it to that because that made people like, since I was hating on this game in retaliation, they seem to like hate on Totono. Totono is not like the greatest game ever. Like, trust me, like people do. It's completely fair judgment, especially because the weakness that Totono had. I mean, the biggest advantage it had was that it was like, you know, one of like the early games like that had this kind of twist. But Totono like was way more on the horror scale. Like it had like bloody stuff happening to you, whereas here this is stuff happening to characters inside the game. I'm sorry I'm gonna go into spoilers, but I don't think anyone here is gonna play the Araton Lyoko series. If you do, I hope you do, because I love that series. But if you don't, that's fine. It's not, honestly, thinking back to it now that I'm like more experienced. I started playing that series when I was in high school. It's not like the greatest of its time, but you know, it's kind of like, you know, to me, it's one of those like I love that series because I grew up with it, sort of. Oh, that's creepy saying grew up with it. That makes me feel so old. Anyway, so oh yeah, I can just put this on auto. Jeez, the auto is so long. That was really creepy. I really wish that, there we go. I love that more dating sims have this feature where you can make the auto faster, because auto can be so slow. Okay. So yeah, I'm just nerding out about dating sims right now. But when I talk about Araton Lyoko, the game are no surge, because Araton Lyoko did a really interesting things with dating sims, like flat out. I mean, it still has like some of the fetishes there. I'm not gonna lie, but it deconstructed them lightly, and then just kind of kept progressing the deconstruction. So it wasn't like an in-your-face deconstruction, and that might have been why I was kind of like iffy on. That was weird. I was kind of iffy on Doki Doki Literature Club because it was clearly going to be an in-your-face twist, but basically the way that it was done, like, I'm just mostly citing examples because it's a better way to do it than just explain like the concepts and all that flat out. What Araton Lyoko did was, yes, it because basically it's a JRPG. The basis of the story is like, here's you, the normal protagonist. You have these girls, and they how they fight is by singing. But they're not like that strong, so like they stay in the back and you stay in the front. You take all the hits, and they do more of the damage because of singing. Like you literally most of the time you could not end a fight unless they finished their song, because your attacks would do like no damage, whereas like their songs literally did like 10,000% worth of damage. It was ridiculous. But the other half of that game was a dating sim called Going into the Cosmosphere, and that's weird. It's like lucid dreaming, and that basically became like the more traditional dating sim type. Like you would dive into her subconscious and you would like work out like it would be a traditional dating sim, and no, it doesn't sound like it, but basically her consciousness had layers, like subconscious layers, and you know, it would like each layer would have like scenarios from a standard, like a typical dating sim, and they would start off pretty light. Like layer 1 would be like, you know, your character and their character kind of lightly having a conversation. Layer 2, like, because since it's in your mind, that's when it starts to, that's the explanation there, like, oh, it gets abstract. So like, say layer 2 is like the typical high school scenario, layer 3 is like the nurse them back to health scenario, and it would get deeper and deeper, but it would actually start being a deconstruction, because when you would get to layer 5, and like the game would like kind of warn you, like, okay, you're approaching the subconscious, and this is where logic won't make sense to you, but will make sense into that world. And that's when you start like kind of constructing, that's when it started deconstructing typical character types. Like, you know, you have the typical archetype of girl. Like, I'll even use this game as an example. You have the archetype of the childhood friend, and that's why a lot of people like this game. Because, like, you have your childhood friend who's kind of ditzy, kind of clumsy, you kind of are mean to her, whatever. But then it goes into deeper, they're like, oh, she's actually pretty depressed. And that kind of is the reason behind her behavior. She's not doing it to be cute. She actually does have, like, an issue with that kind of thing. Like, that's what I loved about Araton Lyoko, because it started to do that. Like, you know, you would have cutesy fun times in like the topmost layers, but if you really wanted to get serious with a girl, you would get to layer 5, and this is like her subconscious, and this is where like, and this is layer 5. There would literally be like 9 layers. Layer 5 is just between the subconscious and the conscious. That's like in the first game of Artune Co. Layer 5 was where she literally would start getting lusty. I'm not kidding, because like that's just innate desire, and I mean, like, you know, it kind of gets skeevy, but I mean, when it's the subconscious, like, you know, there's like no limits in your thought. It's honestly terrifying if you had someone go into your mind, and that was another thing that I loved about like that game, because the act of doing that is pure trust, because someone going into your mind and seeing your thoughts is a terrifying thing, because if you had your thoughts with no filter and no way to stop someone from seeing what you really feel, that's honestly terrifying in any sort of sense. And so that's like those games, which I love so much. And that's just Artune 1. Artune 2 got like even deeper. In fact, Artune 2 also had the twist, because there are multiple girls that have these layers in their subconscious. And Artune 2 was, to me, was even greater, because at layer 5, you had to make a choice. And if you went into deeper layers of one girl, the other girls would kick you out. They're like, okay, I know you're not serious about me, you have to choose. And that's basically how that went. The reason why I love Arno Surge so much is because it had a similar thing to Kimi no Kanaju no Kanaju no Koi, or as I like to call it, Totono. That's like the, you know, the internet way of abbreviating it, Totono. Artune had that twist, because like there's basically 2 separate routes, but you also got to be 2 separate main characters. And the other route was literally you. It was that sort of fourth level type of thing where, you know, characters are looking at the camera. It's literally you. There was like a nameless, faceless robot, and you were that robot. And they would literally address it as you, and the camera would go into first person. It was cool. I mean, like, you know, it's not like the greatest game, stop all presses of all time type of deal, but I really, really did enjoy it. Like, that was literally my game of the year for 2014. And I think a lot of pretty good games came out that year too. So, in that game, it's kind of weird. Like, it turns out that the girl was actually part of like our little world, but she got dragged into the world of the game, and like she knew that, like, you know, you as the player were part of that world. And but like it got pretty cool, because in like one of her like deeper layers, oh, that's something. Oh, that's right, because of yeah, but she would like, she would know, and she even would say like, oh, it's so great for you. You just might be, you're just enjoying this because you have no responsible pull in it. Because like you're just playing a game, and she's like, but I'm actually living here. And then she would literally even, like in one deeper layer, like it got to me, like she literally even called you out. She's just like, you could just be clicking choices and just saying yes, but you don't have to mean it. Whereas I do. Because like I'm the person in the game, and all of my life hinges on this, and yours doesn't. You just turn off the game and leave. And like, because the idea of it was that Arno Surge was like a kind of like, not a sequel, but like the second half of another game on the Vita that didn't come to America because we suck. And like the other half of the Vita game was called Ciel No Surge, and that was more or less literally like a visual novel with some of the dating sim elements. And the idea of it, because Japan loves traveling, like, you know, to back and forth, because they don't really drive, they just use a train and walk back and forth. The idea of it is, you would turn on that game on your daily commute on the train. She would be in the game, she would talk to you, give her like little gifts and stuff. It would literally like, I don't want to say this, sounds so terrible, but like a gigapet. A gigapet, but it's like a girl. It's so terrible. Anyway, so that was the idea. Like, you know, you'd give her a little gift, she'd talk to you a little bit about, you know, her story or whatever, and you turn it off and go about your day. And then, like, that game was supposed to link to Arno Surge, and then that's basically what she would be referring to. Like, hey, like, you know, we do all this stuff, we talk, but, like, to me, like, I'm just a fictional concept or whatever. And she's like, you don't have to have any pull in this. And then, like, that kind of, I mean, let's be honest, it's a video, like, you know, similar to, like, the idea in Undertale. Like, people really did get an emotional pull out of Undertale, and some people didn't. And there's nothing stopping you from not having an emotional pull. Like, you know, just clicking yes because you want the good ending. But the thing is, what's nice is kind of like, the games give you a choice. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard to go into like that level because it kind of can sound scary, like, oh, it's like you're mistaking like a video game for reality, and like that's like a different level. I mean, like, people like to joke about that news article about the guy marrying his DS, but it's more that it kind of gives you a choice that, like, I just like the concept of making people kind of be more responsible for their choices. Like, I mean, I know the game is not reality, like, yeah, but to me, it's the concept of responsibility. And I think that's kind of why I did like meta games to begin with. Because, what is it called? Because it does challenge your sense of responsibility. Like, I mean, like, I know for a fact, like, none of these girls are getting hurt. But the game likes to, like, meta games like this like to kind of try to paint that picture of, well, what if they were? Like, that's the biggest thing that Undertale was challenging at that, and, when it came out and everyone was fascinated by it. It was just, like, the choice between mercy and genocide. Like, it's like, it's more imagination. Like, yeah, just because these characters aren't real, they're painted in a way that they can't suffer for your actions. And because it's like giving your actions gravity, and that might also be why people like video games, like, not like the sole reason, but I mean, like, I've always had a pull in video games. Like, I've kind of had like, and if you're like, childhood, like, I always felt like I did stuff wrong, and like, I'm not saying this is why I like video games, because I mean, there's just like so many reasons. I love storytelling and like visual elements, etc., etc. Like, the puzzle aspect of games that make your brain working, that's wonderful. I love that. But it's also nice that, like, the way that games give you a sense of accomplishment. I mean, yes, people have done studies with like chemical reactions in the dopamine centers in the brain. Like, oh yeah, it releases a chemical, and then you feel this sense of joy and elation when something goes your way. Blah blah blah. I mean, like, yes, that's a biological factor, or whatever. But it's pretty cool, like, in games, because like you feel like a sense of attachment, and that's what like people like to feel. And that's like the thing in dating sims as well. Like, you're reading into these people's stories. And, well, to me, like, a dating sim will always be a story. I mean, like, some people, like, before the whole meta thing took on this huge boom that it's doing recently, to me it was like they're always like just stories. Like, okay, well, here's this main character. They don't really have much personality, but with the real personalities and like the different routes you can choose to take. But now, like, meta thing, it's like kind of pulling you in and like kind of giving you more of a gravity in the situation, like more of like an effect. Like, your choices are really your choices. It's not just some predetermined scenario and you just choose to like peer into the scenario. It's just like, hey, what you choose to do has consequence. And that's not new in dating sims or visual novels, like, period, but it just kind of gives it more like meaning. Like, in Undertale, at any point, like, when you're on the pacifist route, at any point, you could strike a creature and it would die, and that will just change the entire scenario of the game. And that's pretty impressive to people. So, I think that's just a basic human psychological thing, like the power of our choices. Like, it makes you matter, and I think that's like the biggest pull of these games, which to me is a great thing. Because everyone needs to feel that they matter. Like, I don't think any life on Earth is wasted. But then you get into darker territory that people like to argue, and it's like, let's not get into that. That's like political or freaking just other studies. That's like sociological studies, and I don't care about sociology. I actually hated sociology. Sociology, philosophy, I'm not really a fan of that. But I love studying concepts. Like, like, I like the rhetoric side of things. Like, what things like mean to other people, like meaning. I prefer meaning than like societal standing and all that. That's just pretty crazy. But anyway, now we seem to be back into, now that I'm like in auto mode, and I don't know how we even got here. We seem to be back into like simple school life, but we have 3 girls instead of 4. And by this point, you probably already know, like, something's up, but then at this point it's also kind of your curiosity's piqued, and like it's kind of fun. Like the writing actually can go back to like basically, you know, say we were starting in like an A kind of scenario, and B was that really big climactic change point that like seemingly came out of nowhere. But see, now the writing can go back to A, but you're hooked because you need to see what's going on, and then that's also world building, which is fun. Oh, it's kind of funny. I'm talking about world building, and Yuri's going on about like literature, that kind of thing. So like that's fun. Oh, and she's also repeating some dialogue boxes, so that's also a pretty cool way to go about your novel. Actually, the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya kind of had that thing. Like, oh man, if you guys could read those novels, I would suggest it. I mean, like, they might be a little harder to read now because they might be a little dated, but I really love his writing style. Because if you ever read I forgot who wrote them, darn it, it's so embarrassing. If you ever read the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya books, he does, like, the writer of those books actually does narrative in a very, very interesting way. Because the protagonist, he'll sometimes have a first-person view, but like for the most part, the narrative is describing it in like from a third-person view. But the writer does it in such an interesting way that the main character can have thoughts, because he puts his thoughts in quotes, I think, if I recall correctly, and naturally you put your dialogue in quotes. So a lot of the times you can't tell if he's thinking, if like the things that's on the page is something he's thinking or something he's actually saying. You can only really go by context clues by how the characters react. Like if he thought something particularly striking and no one says anything, that means like, oh, that was obviously a thought. If he says something and someone replies like they heard it, then that obviously means that he was speaking. I think that's pretty interesting. I feel like that's a little bit of a tangent, but that's just like kind of like a writing style. And the reason why I kind of was into also going on to Haruhi wasn't meta, but it was a bit of a deconstruction. Like Haruhi even went into like a lot of like different genres because of the not protagonist, but like the central character. Naturally the protagonist is the central character, but like, Haruhi herself was the central character because literally a lot of things revolve around her, including the world. I don't really want to go into spoilers because that's it's a pretty good series and I don't want to spoil for anyone. I mean, like, a lot of people argue that it's not, but I honestly just think that it was overhyped, and now it doesn't have that problem because it's barely overhyped now. But yeah, like, deconstruction seems to be getting popular these days, and like, I think a couple of weeks ago I argued in Green Wines that I was getting tired of deconstruction, but I think it sounds hypocritical, because yes, deconstruction has its flaws, like when it seems like everything wants to tear everything down, and I kind of think it's a little bit of a sad state on it. This is such a weird mouth, what the frick? But I like, all the popping up of like, deconstruction can be very good when it's done right. Like, a lot of things probably wouldn't have been as popular if it was done really shoddily. Like, people love Evangelion, people love Madoka Magica. Like, deconstruction is actually very fascinating. The thing is, it's when it's overdone, and that's why I thought it was pretty sad when our generation seems to just be like desiring deconstruction. And I think deconstruction is great, the few times it pops up as a thing to make you think, but I don't think it's something you should want. Because a deconstruction, fantasy in itself, it serves to be like, a lot of people argue that it's escapism, and obviously deconstruction kind of flies in the face of that. And maybe like our society, kind of like our generation, has probably gone pretty far into like escapism, that it's admirable that people like deconstruction because it kind of wants to pull us back and be more realistic about things, which I think is fair. And that's why like I don't hate deconstruction. Deconstruction is great when it's done correctly. That's why, like, when it happens in dating sims, it's a call to challenge. Like, you're a player, but like you're, you know, like they're trying to like make you think like, you know, what if this wasn't just a game, like, or like, you know, you're, you know, it's, see, like, let me put it this way, I really love passion. I love emotion. I love it when people feel things. Like, I mean, sometimes I get down and cynical and stuff as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that would be the biggest hypocrisy, because I'm freaking like that like all the freaking time. Like super cynical. But I love emotion and stuff. I love when people like feel what they feel and like, you know, commit to it. They don't hide from the world. People are honest with themselves, and that's honestly what like passion emotion is. It's when you're honest with yourself, and I honestly think we need that, and that's why it's a little bit admirable for deconstruction, because it kind of calls back to it, like, you know, don't run away. It's funny I say don't run away, and I referenced Evangelion a little bit earlier, but yeah, like, life is for living. That's the thing. Like, that's why emotion, like caring about things, is so important. And that's why, like, that's the, especially like when it's a deconstruction from the dating sim, it's just like, don't just kind of sit here and, you know, get this thrill for a few minutes. Like, truly live it, truly be in it. And that's, to me, I don't know. I think I might just be tangenting or rambling, but I do. I've like barely even playing the game. I'm just kind of like analyzing like my thoughts of dating sims, and that's kind of an irony, because I'm like calling out like you not like you just kind of like going through motions of games, and oh yeah, they're all sad now. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, it's great. It's just like the argument is just like deconstruction is great, but it's not when it's overdone. I think I've just been thinking about it because of like other things. But yeah, like, you know, Undertale was impressive because it took that standard RPG scenario. It's just like, you know, main character, go around, slay monsters, blah blah blah, but then it challenges you and just like, you know, what if those monsters like weren't more than just pixels of characters and blah blah blah. So, oh yeah, I can skip this. I think Grump's got here. Oh frick. Oh, hi. When did I get this? I don't remember this. Okay. She was happy. I guess I can. I might save Yuri for last and just go down. Oh, this kind of made like the. See, because Sayori kind of mixed in some other of the poetry Mad Libs to make kind of this the kind of like the sides like a little more unclear. But now it's kind of clear who's who and what's what. So I kind of wait if I like. That's gross. I wonder if I can find like a Sayori choice and pick it and see what happens. Oh, that's probably Yuri. Dang it. Dang it. What the frick? Okay, wait, so I think she was always that. Dang it. That's creepy. I think I'm basically just getting onto Natsuki's route. Oh, hi. Dang it. That freaking the Monica virus is coming after you now, isn't she? Oh, sorry. Oh, hi. Okay, maybe she's not. Maybe she's after both of you. Oh! Okay, this is getting great. Oh, I cannot wait till the Grumps get here. Freaking move your butt. Rude. This game's just gonna get scarier, isn't it? Oh boy. I love how I just went on this giant rant on how you should pay attention, and I'm just like clicking through everything. But I don't know. It's called. I guess I really should just commit. Like, am I actually gonna play this game, or I'm just like gonna go into further analysis? Oh, show me more of the backgrounds. Haha. I kind of do want to go into the source files. I mean, trust me, like, it's really impressive that they put this much, like, programming into it. That's rude? Oh my word, censor! Hey, you don't know my life. Yo, I kind of hope that that's Sayori fighting back, because that would be great. I would love it if Sayori fought back. Be like, yo, not cool. Don't judge a bookie. Oh man, this is just gonna start getting really creepy. Yo, I just realized, frick, what if it's like, cause like, I don't really know that much, frick, what if I actually do get scared, it's gonna get caught in this recording. Oh man, I don't know if my heart can take it. It's not gonna be cool. It's gonna be bad. Oh boy, okay. Okay, yo, show me your manga. Yo, I can show you a manga. Man, this CG makes you look even freaking younger. Yeah, I have a lot of manga I can show her, but I don't. I have Zelda, Bride Story, Anima Plus. What other manga? Oh, I have a lot of Pokemon manga. Oh, I have the entire series of Tsubasa, lol. I also just have like a bunch in a box because, yeah. I don't have space for my stuff. I don't have space for a lot of stuff. I have a lot of art books too. Yo! Subliminal messaging! Why are there circles? Oh, yo! Can I read your mind? Frick! Does Sayori give me the power to be a telepath? Whoa! I'm a telepath. What the hey? Oh, that's great. I knew I didn't remember you falling asleep earlier. What? Oh. Okay, hey. Stuff like that doesn't, like, make you glitch out. That's just, like, malnourishment. Bye, music. You, I guess. Oh, frick, I should have showed it to Monica. Dang it. What do you not like? Okay, whatever. Ooh. I am happy, I guess. Actually, no, I'm not. I didn't go in this game happy, thank goodness. Oh, this is starting to make, like, get goosebumps, shivers. It's great. Let's just capture that in the recording. Man, if I had been skipping and found that, I think I would have freaked out. Hi, everyone. Hi, Monica. Oh, I haven't even saved. Oh, if it had changed because Monica was on the screen, I would have laughed. No. Sorry, Yuri. I'll go on your route later. Too bad we don't have what's-her-face here. Oh, crap! Oh, no. Oh, no. Something scary is gonna happen. What if I don't pick anything? Oh, I don't want to freak out when I'm recording. This is gonna be cringy. I'm covering my face! I'm such a baby! I literally don't even have the headphones in and my eyes are closed. I really can't handle horror, like, for real. Like, oh man. I used to handle horror like so much worse. Like I love how I like kept telling a lot of people to like do or to play 999. The first time I played 999, I could not finish it because I was so horrified. I even tried to watch, since I couldn't play horror games because I'm like way too sensitive for that kind of thing. I even tried to like watch Let's Plays of horror games, and I couldn't even do that. Like I watched someone play a Corpse Party and I started crying. Okay, I get it. Oh frick, I left the skip on. Whoops. Oh, too late? No! Where's the log? How do you open log? Oh, crap! Oh, jeez! Oh. How do I go to the freaking log? Whatever. Where's log? Oh, I'm in the Google browser, by the way, because that wasn't terrifying. Text speed. Full screen. Takes a screenshot. Oh, yo, you can take screenshots in this game? Freaking nothing is here for, log or whatever. Oh, there we go, history. Oh, dang it. Oh. Understand. And then all of it got cut out. That's great. I knew it. Dang it. I bit the poisonous apple. It's my own fault. Oh, this isn't gonna be great. This game tricked me! It tricked me by having a twist, and I completely keep forgetting about the horror part. Oh no! I'm half covering my face. I cannot handle horror the slightest. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, don't worry, dude. I totally skipped over all your text, so I literally have no idea what she said. Oh, great. This is bad. I made mistakes. I kept forgetting about the horror elements. What the frick? Where'd you come from? Oh no. Oh no. She's not even looking at you, her sprite's looking at me! Oh, frick. See? Look, she has amnesia or some nonsense. I can read her mind, I can tell you exactly what she's thinking. Oh, what the frick? Go away. No, we don't care about you. Did you fall asleep? You fell asleep in class. Nerd. Fucking piano playing nerd. Okay. No! My heart is starting to beat really fast! I should just skip. Oh my word, if I actually start crying in this, oh, it's gonna be so sad. Oh crap! Oh, history. Suddenly... Not ready! Dang it! I'm skipping. No, I'm not even skipping through because I'm bored. I'm skipping through because I'm scared. This is why I don't play. Okay, this is why I don't play the horror games. Frick, I should stop using my headphones. Does my computer have a mic? Oh, frick. Oh crap! I don't like this! No, I should have just skipped. I'm skipping, I don't care. Ooh. Yeah. No! Who wants my help? What do you want? Okay, I'll play with you. What do you want to play? Jeez, we're playing your game. You weren't the choice. Blame Monica, I bet. Jeez, rude. Also buone. Also buone. Also buone. Okay. Hey, what up, girl? No. Oh crap! Oops. I didn't think that would skip the picture. What the frick? Oh, you guys are bigger now. Oh, if they had gotten bigger, that would have been kind of funny. I'm not gonna like. Okay, I love that it's skipping that too. You know, good. Skip all the horror because I'm bad with it. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Nope, we're not doing that again. No crap. Nope. Oh, we'll just play with Yuri a little bit. That's fine. Oh, cool. Nope, we're not. I'm not liking this. Frickin' jump scares can go not. They can not. Crap. Sorry. Stop. Whoa. Nope. Oh hey. Come back in my life. No. Hi. Why are you happy? Oh. Let's just skip the horror! What the frick was that even? Yo! Now I'm just scared! Yo, great. Knew it. Crap, I thought I would. What was that? Oh. Is it about Sayori? Does she still exist? This is a mistake. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. Everything's a mistake. It's a mistake. Everything was a mistake. Okay, little hacker. Oh, hey. I'm gonna play the game called Just Monica. Oh no! Okay, headphones are off again. Headphones are off again. I'm sorry. Nope. 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 I put my headphones back. Oh, hey, that's a picture. That's there. Haha. Crap. Why can't I look at the freaking history now? Oh, the mouse is moving on its own. No! Dang it! I tried. I see those eyes. Jeez. Nope. That's power reviews because it's hacks. This is a mistake. Yup. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. This game could choose, it's fine. Yay, I picked you. No. You're not allowed to go to my house, I don't have one. Oh gosh, she's taking us. Oh no. Nope, headphones are off again. Here we go. Headphones are off again. Oh great. Headphones are off again. Nope. I hope you guys enjoy the music, cause I don't. Cause I can't hear it. Yo, I wanted Natsuki. Giggles. You know what? Monika's not allowed in my house anyway. That's weird. Why doesn't she have this? Oh, here's that music. It's all glitchy and weird. Oh, that's nice. I didn't even go on your route. I was with Natsuki. What the frick? Because probably something is. That's the joy of programming. Of course, we have to have a yandere route. Jeez. Okay. Headphones are off again, because that's not happening. Yo, I should have skipped here, shouldn't I? But well, we're not picking no, because that would be a bad thing. It's still not a good thing. Yep, there it is. There it is. I'm not listening to the audio. Oh, hey, look, the history changed. Isn't that great? Sayori exists! Yay! Of course. Oh, I know this song. What if I saved? Oh, I was wondering if that picture would have changed. LOL. That's a lot. Is it even like, is it just on a cycle repeat? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. You know what? This is kind of just like how I played the Japanese ones, because I had no idea what those were saying, and this is the same feeling. Isn't that great? Oh, so we're just gonna watch this. Great. Okay, cool. So day and night we're watching this. Night and day. Oh, my mouse is gone too. Oh, so I can't. Well, good thing I skipped. I wonder if, I think I'm pretty sure you're probably supposed to skip. I wonder if people didn't though. That's commitment. Oh, maybe that's the idea of her route, commitment. I get it. I get the metaphor! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Oh. Wow, that was a surprise. Yeah, isn't that shocking? Oh, ew, gross. Ah. Yeah, thanks. Great. Oh, rude? And here we go into the third phase. Oh. Oh. Thanks for that. Nope! 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 We're removing the headphones right now! Ha 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 ha. I was so scared that they, like, recorded an audio clip and that would have, like, literally freaked me out. Oh, hi! This is a lot like Totino. Oh, wait, I wasn't gonna compare it to that, I'm sorry. Okay, it wouldn't have been fair to anyway, that would have been spoilers. Oh, Naji. That's... Dang it! Why did you have to disable that feature? That was my favorite feature! I swear, again, if this is the twist, it's just like... See, I don't think I was ever referring to... Oh, dang it. Oh, wait, I can do auto. Yes! Okay. I don't think I was ever doing the twist in regards of, like, the shock value. I think I was just more mad at how the twist, like, impressed everybody. But, I mean, it's really not fair when it's the whole, like, oh, just because the twist existed before doesn't mean that other people can enjoy it. That's... I know, like, that's kind of, like, the bad thing, and I fell into that trap as well, because I fall in the trap from both ends. It's still like a terrible like kind of a cycle of that kind of thing. But what's it called? Oh wait, I haven't been listening to her. My bad. But yeah. But this is again why I love video games as a medium, because you can do stuff like this, like programming and stuff. Like it goes past just like words on paper or frames on a screen. Like with movies, even though like movies have been pretty creative with it, books have been pretty creative with it. If you've read a book called House of Leaves, or there's like other examples as well. And then like stuff like this. Oh, I should have been reading that history. Wait. Did you? Stuff isn't getting on this page fast enough. Man, you made the thing move so slow. I wonder if she's gonna yell at me for that. Dang it. Yeah, rude. Kinda not, because I've been skipping. My bad. What if I just restore their files? You made them unlikable by making them mysterious? Well, you know, you're not very good at that, because that just made them more intriguing. Good job. Yeah, I spent so much time with Sayori. Like, for real. Too bad. See, I think the other thing I really didn't like about like kind of these meta games, like, you know, this Totino, other meta ones are Toliko even. I just keep using those, like these central three. I don't know why. Like, I know that there's others out there, but the names aren't coming to me right now. What's the thing? Like, they put so much focus on the main character. I mean, like, it's you. And I guess technically it does make sense, because, I mean, like, as an entity outside the game, you have way more control over everything. And they just have, like, this small kind of world. I don't know, but it just, like, makes you feel, like, important. Which is kind of the idea of video games, so it's actually fair. I changed the text speed, what the frick? See, that's the thing. When I see this, I guess it's kind of muted, because I really did feel the emotions, like, the first time I saw stuff like that, and now it's just kind of... I know. That kind of... what's it called? Desensitization of it. And I guess I was just sad that, like, I thought I would never get tired of this kind of thing, and I clearly have. So that sucks. But I mean, I am happy that other people got to experience this kind of thing. It's pretty cool. I mean, like, the very reason why I tell them, yo, y'all should play a game called Arnus, or just because I want them to experience this kind of thing. And if they experience through a game like this, then I'm happy, so. But yeah. Sorry, Toots. Another girl has already taken me with this kind of scenario, so you're second rate. What life, your program. But yeah, there's association with that kind of thing too. Yep. They're archetypes of typical dating sim personas. Oh, but you were always an NPC. Yeah, that sucks. Actually, that's a pretty interesting twist there, because the other ones had, like, the girls that were talking to me as options. It's pretty interesting that she was never an option. So, that's fun. Oh, is it a love confession? Yeah, I knew it. I'm the light in your world. I'm the only light here. Well, that's over her mouth. That's funny. Is it really a choice if that's the only choice you gave me? Oh man, if there's still horror in this, I'm gonna freak out. Yeah, because you disabled my skip button! Rude. Oh, you're teaching me how to hack? That's cute. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, you're teaching me. That's adorable. Well, I'm lazy to do that, so we'll probably not do that for now. Oh, but watch, it's gonna end here and make me do that, dang it. You know, there was a similar argument to that kind of thing for a recent anime movie that came out. See, I want to say the name of the movie, but I don't want to spoil it in case. Oh, I'm taking out my headphones. Sorry. But yeah, there was a recent anime movie similar to that, and the creator of the movie, who has made movies before, is pretty interesting. The guy who made those movies, like he's made movies before and they were pretty good. They were artistically very beautiful, but like their stories like were okay. But you know, they were never like, you know, a lot of people compared him to Studio Ghibli. And they were never like Studio Ghibli level moving. They were still good stories, like they're still entertaining. Like I'd watch the movies, like, you know, and enjoy myself. But, you know, he recently came out with a movie and people were praising it. Like it grossed a lot of money on like in the box office for like a pretty long while. Oh, I should put this on auto. And it was wonderful. You know, I'm actually honestly scared just to close this window because I bet you something's gonna happen. But so when he finally made this movie, and everyone was impressed. It was like basically like his biggest like, you know, monetary success, and like people were even like, it even basically everyone compared him to Studio Ghibli, and like this movie literally beat like any of their movies in the box office, like regarding sales. Oh, they reset all the settings, so my auto and text speed are crap right now. That's wonderful. But the thing was, so his movie was a huge success. Like even internationally, it was a success. But he hated it. I mean, I was really angry when he said that he hated it because he kept saying like, "Oh, that means that people are gonna expect me like to have this quality with my movies from now on," and then like, I don't want to live up to that kind of thing. I mean, I understand that feeling. The thing I was mad was because it was because like the art was the same level as before. I was just mad that the writing was really really good, and like that seemed to be what he was bashing. But I kind of get it because like he was mad. Oh hey, rude. I couldn't even read it. What's it called? He was mad because the movie had, you know, it was kind of a romantic comedy sort of, and it had a pretty simple plot. Like not simple, but you know, it was very emotionally moving, and he hated it because he said it felt like emotional manipulation. And I mean, like technically that, see, it kind of feels a little bit like kind of some deconstruction seem to go that route because like I guess that's kind of why some people really don't like it because it, you know, it's because like, you know, on a certain level it does seem like it's giving you way more like emotion, feeling, and depth, like your choices matter more, so it gives you more of that, it makes you feel more of that free will. But at some other level like this, it kind of also does feel a little bit manipulative because it's just like, I know like she probably wants me to go into the game files and change a bunch of stuff. I'm just lazy, I don't really want to do it. Yeah. skip text. She's so slow. Ugh. Oh wow, if they actually can like delete character files like that simply, like they did a really good job programming this. Oh, hooray! Crap! What the frick? Oh, oh, it's great. Oh, I'm removing my headphones again. Bye bye. How did you? I don't know. That's crazy. I wonder how she knew though. Oh, I kind of can't wait till the girls get to this. That's gonna be exciting. Oh, hey. Look, horror might happen, and I'm not looking at the screen right now. If stuff is happening, I will look back when the recording finishes, because that's not happening. Nope. What the frick happened? I don't know what happened, because I didn't look. I covered the screen with my hand. I think something happened, and I wasn't looking at the screen. Thank goodness I wasn't. I did not. Nope. Something probably happened. I saw the horn in my eye, but I did not look. Freaking great. Oh man, I'm gonna have to make some like censoring freaking thumbnails or some nonsense. Jeez. Thanks, Monica, for freaking ruining the video. Are we stuck on the CG for real? Are you really? Are you really making me do this? Dang it, Monica. I'm too scared to put my headphones back in. Oh wait, I forgot I can mute my headphones. Are we seriously doing this, Monica? Is this the game telling me to go into the freaking source files and do stuff? Because I'm really bad at that kind of thing, especially because I didn't really pay attention. Oh, I can't even go into history and see what she actually said, because oh. Dang it! She knew! Dang it. I kinda knew it because she already disabled, like, the other settings. Yeah, I knew it. I can't even disable skip. Dang it. Are we literally just gonna, like... it's just like talking to Monica for like an hour, jeez. I took off my headphones again. I wonder if she's gonna be mad that I'm looking at history. No, good. She better not have gotten mad at that, because that wouldn't have made sense. Today's not Friday, it's Monday. So is this her revenge on me? Revenge on me for being a real person? She's gonna bore me to death? I wonder if she would have had, like, the recording option, like, if she didn't sense, like, some recording feature was happening right now. Wouldn't it be funny if she had that option and it turns out my recording was actually wrong the whole time? That'd be hilarious. So she's just gonna stare at me forever. She's literally gonna bore me to death. That's great. I'm not good at source file nonsense. Jeez, come on, man. I don't know source files. You know, Monica, looks like you're stuck with me because I don't know how to do source files. Isn't that your dream? Aren't you happy? For real. Oh, frick. Monica wants to be downloaded into a body pillow. That's cool. That's weird. Why was there glowing stuff? Is her boob glowing? Creepy. God, I don't freaking know this nonsense. Come on. Oh my word, you're so boring. Oh, yay. Thank you. Oh, dang it. I was hoping she would. Now that I'm shaking her. I was hoping she would. That'd be funny. Oh my goodness. I wonder what would happen. I wonder what would happen if I just went back to ADGQ and just kind of left this running, let the recording do all of it. Man, when the grumps get to this part, I can't wait for Eris to just like super robot monotone this whole thing. I wonder if they would even get through it, to be honest. What? Oh. Well, at least she understands that, so that's nice. I really should have saved all of my stupid rants for this moment. If only I knew. Of course you are. Lucky you. I guess that's typically the thing in like dating sims. It's usually, well, they usually go the extremes when it comes to extrovertedness and introvertedness, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person to do this. I'm sure somebody on YouTube has recorded the entire Monica drivel nonsense, but I'm doing this because I don't know how to program stuff, and I'm literally scared to close this window. Oh, thank you. You are, but don't worry. I rambled for the first half of this, so you can ramble this half. I just wish you would freaking talk faster, aka have your text scroll by faster. Please do. Oh. You get into jump scare territory, I couldn't swear. So I'm just gonna stare at the CG forever. If anyone has this as their background, like, wow. I can't. I'm already tired of this CG. It was like pink glowy and that was like super weird. I honestly wish she would react to me shaking the window, because that would be really hilarious. Oh my word, are you not bored? I hope that's you, because you must be getting... How are you not bored? Well, I guess I can imagine why you aren't bored. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for that. Oh, hooray. Can you go to my work and do my work for me? Because we have really sucky deadlines right now. Oh my goodness, your freaking paragraphs are getting shorter and shorter. Come on, man. You're not even staring at me. The light in your lines means you're looking, like, over my shoulder. Good job, Monica. You can't even look at me. Freaking rude. I wonder if this game is popular in Japan. Like, if I check the Japanese channels, if they're talking about it or not. Whoop. Well, the guy who created this did work on Project M. See, I'm so scared to put my headphones back in, even though I can mute my headphones. I just muted it. It's better than just holding it and not being sure if my voice is getting picked up by the mic. I can't even skip her staring at me. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Oh, should go check that out or something. Oh, that's nice. Oh. I don't use Twitter. I would laugh so hard if she could freaking go into your Twitter account and follow her. I'm not even logged on this computer, so I would laugh if she just like suddenly is all like, "Why the frick aren't you follow? Why don't you have Twitter?" Ugh. Okay, I know that your life is super boring, being pre-programmed and all, but how is this not boring you? Like for real, you're not even looking at me. It'd be creepier if your eyes moved. I'm the one that's actually talking to you like a weirdo. That's great. How'd you know? Oh, you don't even care. Whatever. I'm kind of hungry. How do we get from Doki Doki to this? I can't believe I'm sitting here and watching all of Monica's nonsense. What the frick? You're the one saying that, and you're not even using pronouns because you don't even know who I am, so that's nice. Oh, great. Thanks for being super creepy. I say that to people, and now you make me feel creepy. Thanks, Monica. Thank you. Your freaking shirt looks like fish scales. I honestly wonder if she has that recording line, even if you're not recording. It'd be funny if I could control the curtains. You don't even have an event, you freaking liar. Oh, really? Were you? Good job. Oh, nice. That was probably like an hour ago because I just kept hitting the skip button. Oh, this game really wants me to go into the program files, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Oh. Oh. She taught me how to do it before, and I can't remember. Yo, can you teach me how to do that again? Monica, can you teach me how to hack my computer again? Oh man. So bad at these kind of things. Wait, why would freaking Steam be in the public folder? Thanks. Well, it's also mostly because I'm really, really bored at work and would rather do literally anything else. See, maybe I would like talking to you more if you were nicer. You're not really that nice. You're just kind of amusing, except I do that all the time too, so whatever. Yo, hack my phone! It's really weird you're giving me advice. Thanks. Oh. See, you're acting like these are separate days, but they're not. I still don't even know how to hack. I don't know how to hack into Steam. Why did they even put this game on Steam? Then again, I wouldn't have played it if it wasn't, so. Maybe it was in documents. I know, like, my Civ mods are in documents. Nope, but not Doki 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 Doki. I could technically search, I guess. Does auto still even work? I'm honestly surprised auto works. Like, she'd be like, no, I want you to make sure you click on me or something weird. Still, I'm sure this game is better than, I don't know, 3 or so I've heard. I have no idea what you're even talking about. I'm just kind of clicking. Recent? Can't be recent. Oh, there you go. Oh, it was in 86. Can you imagine if this sprite had little movements? That'd be so freaky. Oh, I'm still recording. Still going. Ooh. She's just trying to make me feel uncomfortable. Oh, really? That's... Wow. You're so messed up. Oh my word. Freaking rude. Freaking rude. Good job. Good job. Thanks, I guess. You didn't even talk to me in the beginning. Don't even. Don't even. Hooray for you. Oh. Yeah, I think if you look at this folder before anything, then it really does have the characters before she deletes it. Oh, the readme is just the help page. That's interesting. I'm in the folder. I found it. I actually literally did a search. Oh, look, a log. It's full of coding and stuff. Cool. Yo, Renpy! Does this copy come with a copy of Renpy? I can easily get that. Yo, I should take a screenshot of this and show it to show it in chat. Who are you gonna show me to? Who are you gonna be proud of me to? Tell me. Oh, that's where the screenshot ends up. That's nice. Images. Oh, there's a Mac folder. I wonder if she would have told me how to do all the thing if I played on Mac. Oh well. Oh my word, how much of this can there be? How much did they put in here? This is just a test of stubbornness right now. Mine and Monica, aka the programmers. I'm so scared to close this game. Can I even delete her thing if the window's open? I'm pretty sure I can. It's probably gonna be like games running or some nonsense. Oh, frick, I wasn't paying attention to what she was saying. Yo, I tried that. Thanks, Monica. Okay, that's generic advice. Okay, that wasn't as nice. Come on, man. Oh my goodness. There's no way the grubs are gonna be able to sit through this. If this is like a funny interactive game and I could like pull on these or something, that'd be kind of funny. I'm so tempted to just bust out Puzzle League. Oh, great. Cringe. Leave, go to college. What do you even want to major in? Oh wait, literature, duh. Oh my goodness, how much could they have put in the book? I'm about to freaking look it up. I'm not even kidding. I'm about to freaking look it up. Wait, I don't have to look it up on here. My search history. Why is this glowing? I typed Doki Doki Literature Club and I almost typed Doki Doki literally. Wow, this is a search option. Monica ending length. Straight. Tips. Nope, that's just route. Crap, she said something. Crap. Sorry. What? I swear, this is just gonna keep happening. My mouse is stuck. This is gonna keep happening. Me, like, just jumping in and be like, wait, what? Oh, she's talking about Natsuki. Or Yuri and Natsuki, yeah. Jeez, rude. Okay, I looked it up because freaking sitting here for like ever was getting really lame. Apparently, if you keep letting her loop, she will eventually just loop because she's gonna run out of stuff. Wow, I literally was gonna use this to freaking talk about nonsense. But if this is gonna loop or whatever, whatever. Can I not like delete this while she's in the game? Oh, let's see. Oh, whoops. Oh. Yeah, there it is. Oh no. Yep. Doesn't that suck? I muted my headphones because I'm not dealing with this. Man, oh crap. You guys don't get audio either, do you? Nope. I muted the headphones. I'm so sorry, guys. At least my mic is still working. Rip. This is gonna turn into a jump scare. Oh. Oh. Curiosity sucks. Oh, curiosity sucks. I can't look at the screen. I can't look at the screen. I can't, like, dang it, there's no auto option. I can't look at the screen. I'm so scared. I can't look at the screen. Okay, bye-bye. I muted everything, so I won't know if anything happens. Dang it. Yeah, you suck. You don't love me. You love the idea of me because I'm not in the game. That's all you love. You don't like me. You don't even know me. Oh, frick. I called it. Oh, please don't have something scary happen. No, I can't do this. Good. Because that's like murder or something. This game's pretty short, all things considered. Oh. Mm-mm. I keep peeking. I keep peeking through my fingers and then closing them again because I'm too scared. Oh, this sucks. Can I get with you, like, legit and not like this? Oh, like, that's nice. What if I had, like, just copied it or something? Oh, well. No. Here we go. Oh, this has to like, super fast now. Oh yeah, I guess I should read this because it's all different. Ah, Greenline-kun? 何してるの？は？ありがとうございます。はじめまして、Greenline-san. Oh, I forgot to say that. I actually used to know how to say that. Not that I don't know it like this. I don't know that much Japanese. Warimasu. Does this really turn into like a normal dating sim? Ta-da! It's food! The screenshot's still in my folder, so that's cool. Yeah, this is turning into like those fluffy enemies. Error! It's like you guys know your true nature as computer programs. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Dag! Dag! Savage! Savage. Oh no, this is bad. Savage. Savage. Isuma? Eh? No, oh, frick. Itai. Ah! Dag. Dag. Savage. Dag. Oh no, this is kind of scary. Nope.
Can you hear me?
Nope.
Hi, it's
I'm
me.
peeking at intervals.
So you know how I've been like practicing
Jeez,
piano
are you done yet?
and
Come
stuff,
on.
and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song.
Okay, I get it.
And I was
Okay, I get
hoping that I
it.
could show it to you because I worked really,
Okay, I get
really
it.
hard on it. So yeah.
Man, all of you are savage to each other. Jeez. Oh, this is gonna turn into a jump scare. I can't do
Imagine
this.
a future where I can be with you.
Oh boy. The ride just keeps on going. Mr. Bones' wild ride does not stop. Great. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just to find that special day.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ugh. The ride never ends. I should have just skipped all that.
Everybody a fun assignment to do today.
Oh, it's credits. Dag. Savage. Oh, I didn't get that one. My bad. I got that one. happen here? Oh look, I got that, CJ. Oh, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. This better not end in a freaking...
I'll leave you be.
Flunks. Ah, time for more skipping. Dag, it's rude. Huh. I'm gonna laugh I didn't get all the CGs. Aw.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh wow.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a
Okay, I can't.
poem
I don't know the
of me
lyrics.
and you.
Dang, they made this part catchy. Dang it.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here,
Yay, it didn't get
everything that
deleted.
we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when it's not
100%.
And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
That's weird. That's sketchy. These CGs make me feel like a player.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
I feel kind of bad for Monica, because like her good ending wasn't like
If I take your
really
is it
great.
love
I feel kind of
if I
bad.
set you free?
But I mean, like, this game, okay, like I was hating on it, but I think I was hating more on like the concepts and stuff, which is kind of ironic. This game really did have a lot more potential, and I think it lacked in the pursuit of it. But I mean, the main part of it, it accomplished that. So, yay!
And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you,
I'll stop hating on the game.
I'll leave you be.
To the special player who achieved this special ending. For years I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Yo, I was saying that earlier! Yo, now I can't hate this dude, because kind of had the same ideas. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason why we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been the ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different might earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you've enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Okay, that's because, see now, now because of this letter, like yeah, like that's really the feeling I was hoping to capture when it came to like analyzing games as genre. I never hated Doki Doki Literature Club. I hated when like it was talked about constantly. I think I was just kind of jealous, like getting all when it got like all this praise when like I thought other games had impressed me. Like I wish I had that, but I mean like that's not anyone's fault. That's just because games are not as much learned. I really relate to like the creator of this game because this is like the feelings that I really hope that visual novels can explore and captivate you in that way. Like it's this kind of thing. Like they can really push your understanding and your creativity and like just the way that a story can be told. It's not just the story that's being told, but the way that it can be presented and like the ways that it can be done. That's really what I love about like video games and stuff. That's why it's like looking past Doki Doki is like a deconstruction of this kind of thing. Like you can really tell the heart of it is there. I kind of wish more of it was explored though. Like I honestly think like I don't want to say that Natsuki and Yuri kind of felt like throwaway. I mean they did have their roles in this as their archetypes and stuff. It serves there. But I honestly think that this could have probably it's mostly like Monica and Sayori. I honestly think Monica could have been explored more, like other than just being like, the ominous shadows creepy thing. Like there could have been like a little more to that. And that's kinda I guess like what I liked about Totono as well. Um because Totono kind of seemed to it kind of went a full circle. Like, it did push the meta thing and kind of went to scary territory, but it did come full circle as a dating sim where you did like literally date the girls and choose a route. So this it's really good. Like trust me, as like a literary work and like pushing those boundaries and the programming is like pretty good. That's great. And like the story's great too, and especially like the way it pushes you into those things. I just like wish as a dating sim itself like there was more to it. But like I mean like I don't think like I don't want to say the length is bad. Like the length achieves what it could do, but I think that there is potential for more. So it's still a really good game. I'll give it that. Like I can see why you guys like it. It's not really my cup of tea, but I I do love, especially that I can see like the creator's intent behind it. And I will admit, like even though I was like jealous that like this game got attention that I wish like this concept got in like other games, I do enjoy that so many people can experience it because I really think it can push boundaries and it can push like your understanding and especially it can push like people's like expectations of a game or that just like games can achieve things like this. I'm really really glad that people can see it. So this is mostly just a video of me like ranting a lot and analyzing thoughts and stuff like that. And I know like a lot of people don't see it, things like that. I'm just the weirdo that thinks too much about these things. But I mean, I really do love visual novels and dating sims. And I'm just really glad that people are, especially in like times now, people are starting to enjoy them more, see them for more than what they are. People just like thinking like they're just porn or like people who play them can be like little stags, like oh it's just a fictional emotions and stuff. And I'm just like, emotions are emotions. Like, you get them from fiction, you get them from story. It's just like, it allows your imagination to be exercised, and I think that's really great. So I'm just glad, like, you know what, I honestly, I wanted to take, I am just gonna take this game. Like, um, I'm sorry I bashed it. Like, it did not deserve as much bashing as I gave it. And I am really glad that a lot of people are starting to really, like, see dating sims as more of like, more than, like, the usual expectations people have for them. Like, they're capable of so much more. And this probably doesn't top the list, but I'm really glad that this example is here and that other people enjoy it. I'm just really happy that this can open a door for so many people, and I love that. So, thanks, Dan Savato. So that's fun.